you doing, everybody? My name's Keith DiBuduo. I'm a singer, musician, songwriter, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Around the time of music stores and boom boxes, we had a lot of music around us. The reason I'm making this video is people are always asking me, how do you write a song? That's mostly friends and family.
Don't ever take sides with anyone against the family.
But there are people who want to know. So I decided to make this video. Now, just to let you know, I do not have a set way of writing songs. Sometimes I start on piano. Sometimes I may start with the bass. Sometimes it might just be a musical line or a lyric. I have no set way. For this particular song, we started with guitar, and a longtime friend of mine and the person I've been collaborating with probably the longest, my good friend Joe Ciresi.
I came up with this riff, and it sounds a little bit like this. You know what? I think it needs something else.
So now I get an email from Joe Ciresi and a call, and he says, I'm sending you something, give it a listen, tell me if you think you could do something with it. So I listen to the riff, and he also tells me, I think the song should be called The Eye of the Storm. So I listen to the riff, thinking of the title, and I go, yeah, this is definitely something I could work with. Now, the first thing we need to do, which is very important, is get the BPMs of the song, the beats per minute. So I asked Joe what that is, listen to it, and see if the feel of the song is good. So it seems to be pretty good, so we leave it as is. That's so that when we both play, because we're in different places, the song syncs up. So now I sit down with it on the piano, thinking about the song, thinking about the title, and I come up with the next part. Okay, so since the song's called The Eye of the Storm, I decided to come up with this part because the eye of the storm is the calm of the storm. So I came up with this part where everything kind of gets a little calm for a moment. It sounds a little something like this. I don't know just what's going on. Ba-dam-ba-ba-dam-ba. So that little thing I do there is because I don't have the lyrics yet. So I kind of do this nonsense thing just with the melody, just to give me that part. And then after that, the song picks up a little and it does this. So, and then it goes on and on. Now, while Joe's working on the rhythm track, I need a clean rhythm track so that I can start layering it, putting different things together. Doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. Now I'm thinking about this all the time through my daily life. Could be while I'm at work. And time has made me wise. Good. Could be while I'm driving.
I can do this all day.
And yes, I'm even thinking about it and singing in the shower. It's always been there since the day you were born. So up to this point, we're using a generic drum sound. And I'm thinking I want to start working on the drums a little. So I want something different for the beginning. So I'm thinking, how about something with a cowbell?
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
So I give Joe a call and say, hey, how about something with a cowbell at the beginning, like a really cool beat? And he goes in a totally different direction.
I'm thinking maybe, how about a steady bass drum,
Okay, how about on the offbeat we do a little foot stomp? Then add some hand claps. Give it that kind of old gospel church sound, Yeah, I like that. So now I'm thinking about what else the song needs. And I keep hearing horns. I keep thinking I want to hear some horns in there. So I add some horns. A little minor chord, and it gives it this effect. Okay, so now it's time to do the bass part. So you would think that would be easy since, other than vocals, bass is my main instrument. But you have to remember that you're writing for the song. So it's not about showing off and playing all kinds of intricate lines. It's about playing what will fit the song. So now you heard Joe's guitar line. So I didn't want to cop that line exactly and play the same thing, but I want to play something that complements it. So I came up with this.
Some lead guitar.
What was that ruckus?
I was just rolling there, man.
So now I figure it's time to write the lyrics. So I'm thinking Eye of the Storm. I'm gonna make this kind of like a current events type of song. Start with being proud of your country, maybe stand for the flag, taking care of Mother Earth. Okay. All right, so I got some ideas and I'll continue to work on this for a few days. At this point, I'll probably go up to the vocal booth, AKA my walk-in closet, and start laying down some vocals. I was always taught to stand or pledge allegiance to the flag and only kneel down when you pray, be humble, do not brag.
Yeah, baby.
Now it's time for the lead.
Joe, not yet.
Still not the right time?
And now I get an idea for some background vocals. So let's try that out. The eye, the eye, the eye, the eye, the eye, the eye.
You're all clear, kid.
Okay, so now we have all the parts together. So now I'm going to email this to my producer/engineer, Brian J. Anthony. And this is where the magic starts.
It's hard for any person to mix a record all by themselves, so it does help when you have an assistant, especially when you've got this guy right here. And this is how our process generally works. Hey, Duke, say something if the mix is wrong.
Get it done, do it again.
Oh, see? We got to go back to work. For now, back to the drawing board. Sometimes you have to try everything when you're drilling down on a track.
It's alive!
So Brian will send me a copy of what he's done so far, and I'll give it a listen, and we'll bounce it back and forth on what I like, what I don't like. He'll get all the levels right, and then at some point, we'll have a finished product. All right, so if you want to hear how this turned out, it'll be coming soon to all your major streaming platforms. And keep an eye out and give it a listen. Tell me what you think. And remember, good music is timeless. You're in the eye of the storm.